I'm 40 hours into The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and it just keeps getting better. There will be some slight visual spoilers in this video, though I'm doing my best to contain them, and I will refrain from talking too much about some spoiler stuff that's really cool, but there will be some early game spoilers for within the first 40 hours. So if that's something that concerns you, come back to this video later or just have the audio playing. I have been very critical of open world games in the past, and I think that in most cases, those open world games where you have a huge map, but there's not a lot to do in it other than the same activities over and over again. And even in those, it's just a bunch of icons on your map. Those really drain me. I have a hard time enjoying those after the first few hours. But Breath of the Wild, and Elden Ring, and then now Tears of the Kingdom really turned that on its head for me. I love exploring this world. Sure, a lot of the stuff that you find in the map is the same stuff over and over again, right? But it's in different configurations at least, and there's always something different you can do because of it. There'll be a new shield here, or maybe a shield you already had before, but you get another one of it that now you can fuse with something else. There'll be a new weapon here that you didn't have before that now you can fuse with another weapon, or a new map to something new in the depths, and all of these different fun, cool treasures you can find, or gems that you can sell, or food, or arrows, or bows. I do wish I had more slots. I need to find old boy and see if I can get some more slots again. But I think that just exploring this world is super rewarding because there's always something worthwhile to find. Resources matter in Tears of the Kingdom in a way that they kind of don't in a lot of games. And I really, really enjoy that. I only have so many bomb flowers, and I can go get more. I can go find more, sure, but I have to go find them, and could be stuff around them that I might need them for while I'm finding them. So I never have a huge supply of them. Early on, I wound up with over 100 arrows and thought I was doing good until suddenly I realized I was out of arrows and had to go get some more. And I really like the way that this game forces me to use the stuff that I gather. It's not just, hey, you gather it to craft a couple things that are worthwhile. Just about every item that I found has a purpose. I haven't yet found a really good purpose for the crabs other than just making stamina food, but everything else has a purpose, and I really enjoy that I can throw them, I can craft with them, I can attach them to things. There's so many options in this game that make everything fresh and new no matter where I go, and that's not even counting the Zonai creations that I can make and the different things there. The fact that there's 3 different maps, all of which have interconnected parts that allow me to find cool stuff that branches through all of them. I love this game, and without spoiling too much, some of the larger areas that are story tied are really, really good too. I haven't found one yet that I didn't like. There's mini bosses all over the map. It's so much fun so far, and I've barely scratched the surface. Every time that I'm like, yeah, you know, I've got a pretty good amount worked here on the surface. I think I've got a pretty good amount stuff unlocked here, and my map has progressed well. And then I go, yeah, but what about in the sky? I haven't even been to these islands yet. Then I go, yeah, but what about in the depths? I haven't even explored this part yet. And I think that in a lot of ways, the game tries to get you to check out some of these paths for a little while, and I'm just fully going into it. I'm going, yeah, okay, I'll check out this path for a little bit, and then I'm going to go for a lot longer. Or I'll go check out this path next, and I'm finding stuff I should not be ready for yet that one-shots me if it hits me. But if I can beat it, gives me really good stuff that I can use to get ahead in other parts of the game. I love that style of open world. The, hey, go, and if you find something that's too tough for you, go somewhere else. But if you can beat it, you'll get some really good stuff. And this is going to be our last video with no spoilers. The next video will have spoilers up until whatever hour count. Because I'm loving this game and I'm going to keep playing it. But there's stuff I want to talk about that I can't talk about yet. There's things going on that I love in this game that I can't really get into yet. And there's also still a lot of stuff that I don't know. I have some resources that I haven't yet found where to spend them, and I refuse to look it up. I want to find it on my own. But the whole gathering together all these different things and tying them together, the Zonai devices, the energy cells, and building up your battery meters, it's all so good. And even now we're talking about a few more spoilers than we have in other videos, but I love the way the different mechanics work together. Fuse gives you so many options for exploring the world and messing with the world and interacting with it, fusing things to shields and to weapons and to each other. The Ultra Hand allowing you to stick stuff together is actually way more deep than it looks at first, and there are some things I've been able to make, such as like a fan bike that I can fly with. It's incredible the stuff you can do. Rewind allows you to pause just about everything, but also like cycle it back. There's a ton of things you can do with that. And Ascend is a godsend. It is amazing to be able to just climb back up out of somewhere, and some really fun puzzles that I found answers to using that. It's really, really good. I have played around a little bit more with the amiibo stuff, trying to get a couple more resources, because when I was out of arrows, I was like, hey, I can get some for free. I wound up getting like 5, but they do give you weapons after the first couple initial chests, and so if you're ever like super low on weapons, you can do that, but it's not game-breaking weapons, and they're definitely worse than most of the weapons I can find around me, especially weapons that I can pick up like in the depths. So I do think that it is there. It's something people need to be aware of, but it's also not game-breaking so far. That could change. When I first had my opinion on amiibos, they hadn't given me any weapons either. I love this game. I love exploring in this game, and it's hard to talk about anything without talking about the spoilers, but there's so much that I haven't even touched yet. I've got entire chunks of the map that I haven't done the towers in. And then in the depths, oh, there's so much to explore. I've got little bits here and there, and I have all these X's on my map from maps that I've found. I used up all my pins super early, and I haven't gone back to reclaim them. I really need to, because I really enjoyed just like, hey, there's a thing. Okay, I'm going to go there. And then going, well, I remember this thing from the previous game. I wonder if there's something going on there. Well, I haven't gone there yet. I'll go there eventually. I've got other stuff I want to check out first. It's just so much fun to run around this game, and no matter where I am, there's always something new to find. Is it maybe going to be more moblins? Sure, but it's moblins in a different layout, and they reward different things, or they give me a chest that I didn't have before, or maybe this one's carrying some fire fruit, and I can get some extra fire fruit from them. And as I get further in, I find that I have more ways to utilize the tools that I have, to where I'm not just breaking every weapon every time I go into a fight. And most of the time I'm running around with capped weapons, and I have to drop one when I find a new one that I want. But it really does flow together in a way that I think people early on were not giving it credit for, because there were some comments that I saw early on that were like, man, everything just breaks so much faster, it feels like here. Well, it's not that it breaks faster, it's that it still breaks, and what you're thinking of are the late game weapons you got in Breath of the Wild, but it's really, really good. There are definitely some slight complaints that I have. It's really hard to find the Korok guy. Used to, he was in a set location. Really hard to find him now to spend my Korok seeds, and I'm also really tired of finding Koroks and getting Korok seeds. Some of those mini bosses you find pretty early on will just destroy you. A couple of them that I've killed, the rewards really weren't all that worth it. But a couple of them that I've killed, the rewards were super worth it. So I guess your mileage may vary on that. And then when it comes down to it, I haven't spent a lot of time just running around the surface world, because I keep jumping down from Sky Islands and having a great time there. But I do need to do some more running around, because I'm needing some more resources. I'm getting pretty strapped here for resources. I love this game. It's really, really fun, and ultimately, I think that at the end of the day, this is a game that I'm going to be thinking about for a long time, even after I'm done with it. I've probably got another 60 hours at least before I'm going to be done with it, because I want to do everything. I want to see it all. I love this game. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below for Tears of the Kingdom. Again, the next video will have all spoilers as we talk about it for everything that I found up until that point, because there are things I want to talk about that I can't yet. And so yeah, we'll talk about those next time. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And until next time, I've been Trey. This has been The Full Spectrum. Remember to always enjoy the full spectrum. Zelda. To offer.